Hello, my name is Aileen and I would like to welcome you to this video. I have been privileged to work in the funeral service for almost 40 years. Thank you for considering our company at this time. We are a family-run business for over 70 years and 3 generations. During that time, we have been renowned for great service. There isn't a day that goes by where we don't receive cards, letters and phone calls from families thanking us for an exceptional service. That's something we are really proud of. This video will take you through the whole funeral service. It will also take you through our role as your funeral director and your role as our client. And finally, this video will show you the various choices you have in the arrangement of your loved one's funeral. I would now like to hand you over to Peter, who will explain this to you.
Hello, my name is Peter, and I'm going to help you understand the funeral process and the role we play in it. I'll also explain what your role in the funeral could be, and I'll highlight the choices you have, so that when you talk with one of our experienced funeral arrangers, you will end up getting the best and most suitable funeral. As Aileen mentioned, we have been doing funerals for over 70 years, and I have been arranging funerals for over 10 years. Most people only arrange one funeral in their lifetime, so I can imagine the whole idea of arranging a funeral could seem daunting. Hopefully you will find this video makes it a little simpler for you. The first thing we do is gather all the relevant information we need to make all the funeral arrangements happen. That means, for example, we will need to know where your loved one died, and depending on the circumstances, if the coroner needs to be involved. We often need to know if a doctor has been or has a priest already visited. One of the first choices you have is whether you want a burial or cremation. In the case of a burial, there are decisions to be made concerning the grave itself. For example, do you already have a grave plot? If not, we can assist you in purchasing a plot. You may also want to consider what type of headstone you wish and what type of memorial you wish. Again, we can assist you in having all of this done. In the case of cremation, we will deal with the crematorium and assist you in the cremation documentation and the necessary completion of doctor's certification. As you might expect, there are many different types of coffin available for you to choose from. We can provide you with any type of coffin you wish, even a personalized coffin. You can choose from a full range of solid wood coffins, including Italian solid oak and veneer, as well as theme coffins and eco coffins. Our experienced funeral arrangers will bring you through all of these options so you get the coffin you are looking for. The majority of people wish to have a religious funeral service, but you also have the choice of a non-religious service. The main distinction between a religious and non-religious service is the use of a church and a religious celebrant, typically a priest. In the case of a non-religious service, a civil celebrant may be used at a non-religious venue. In either case, we can make all of these arrangements for you. A funeral service can happen in a crematorium, hospice, nursing home, hospital, or our own chapel of rest. And you also have many options on how you want the service conducted, and I'll explain that later on. You have a range of choices for the transportation of your loved one, and we can provide all the choices you need, from a motor hearse to a horse-drawn hearse, and even a motorcycle hearse. Before the funeral service takes place, you will probably want a death notice published in the newspapers, as well as the internet. We will assist you in putting these together and arrange for their publication with the various agencies. We have had our own flowers for many years, and that means we can arrange any form of flowers you wish, including themed flower arrangements, reflecting the life and interest of your loved one. Most funeral services have some form of music and singing, and you can choose from a variety of musicians and singers we have for you. Typically, you will liaise closely with the musicians, singers, and the celebrant yourself to ensure that everything fits together well during the service. After your loved one is taken into our care for a period of time, for example, from the hospital or nursing home, they will then be brought to repose in one of our funeral homes. You will find that we have funeral homes all across Dublin. Alternatively, you can choose for your loved one to repose at their own home or at some other place, for example, the nursing home, of course with the nursing home's permission. Your loved one can also be removed straight to the place of the funeral service itself, for example the church or our own chapel of rest. The day of the funeral service is taken care of by our funeral conductor, who will have worked closely with the funeral arranger. They will liaise closely with you, the celebrant, and the venue to make sure everything happens as you wish. For example, you may wish to have prayers or readings or music involved at this removal stage. Our funeral conductor will ensure that all the choices you have made actually happen. You will have made personal choice about who carries the coffin and do you want to walk to the place of service. You may have chosen for the hearse to pass your loved one's home, or you may have chosen to walk to the cemetery. You may also have chosen particular transport requirements to any event after the service, or you may have requirements about the collection of mass cards. We will also manage other aspects of the funeral service for you, including the celebrant fees, the church offerings, and the condolence books. By knowing all the choices and trusting you are in experienced hands, you can be assured you will have a special funeral for your loved one. I'll now hand you back to Aileen.
Thank you for watching this video, and hopefully it has helped you understand the whole funeral service, as well as our role and your role in that service. And I hope this video has brought you through the choices you have in making the right and most affordable funeral for you, whether you have pre-arranged your funeral with us or not. All you need to do now is speak to one of our funeral arrangers and allow us show you that our experience can ensure your experience is a special one. Thank you.